G'day guys, welcome back. I have a video today just to explain the last couple of weeks and everything that's been going on with me. It's been incredible, to say the least. Magical, really, really hard to describe everything, but I'll give it a crack. Alright, so over the last couple of weeks I've been going through an ascension, an initiation of sorts. Now, I know I'm not the only one at the moment. There's lots of us going through upgrades. But for me, it was a huge sense of accomplishment. So a lot of my recent struggles, trials, perhaps we should call them, was about conquering negativity and those sorts of mindsets, those narratives. And I did it. I finally got to a point where they were under control. They weren't coming back and repeating and having go at me and really having to concentrate on trying to maintain them. I got to the point where they just went away. They stopped coming. So that was really, really exciting in itself. Now, that's not to say that they still won't appear from time to time, but they won't be a they're just a tiny little voice in the back of the head that pops up every now and again. It gets shut down so quickly now, where an older version of myself would have ran with that and it would have got me into those negative loops and it would have really just started to take control and gain momentum. That part's gone. So cheers to myself for that. And to any one of you that have gone through that and have achieved that for yourselves. It's not easy, but it's so rewarding when you get through to the other side. So on top of all that, this has all been in preparation of my soul's purpose and why I came here, and that part's really just unfolding. I know that it's got a lot to do with my voice. So one of the upgrades has been my voice. Now, as you know, I've been writing some songs and, I could sing a little bit, but I've never been trained. So, it was far from perfect. But I had a crack anyway. But just over the last week especially, I've just noticed my vocal cords have just really opened up. I'm able to, when you're singing in the car, right, and you're singing along to a song, and here comes a higher part of the song, and you can't hit that note. You know you're going to struggle because you've tried before and you haven't got there, and your voice might crack or break, and you laugh at yourself. You give it a crack anyway, but it's you know this one's going to be a tough one. Well, I've just found myself hitting notes effortlessly. Now, I'm not saying that I'm world's best singer or anything like that, but I have noticed a huge upgrade in my vocal cords and just how easily I am able to hit notes I couldn't before effortlessly. So that was one of the first little upgrades I got. So I know that it's my purpose has got a lot to do with my voice. It's got a lot to do with speaking. I'm a healer, and have been through lots of other parallel lives and incarnations. So I've been pulling back all my abilities through all my other parallel realities into this one for a big purpose. So I'm here to heal. I'm here to heal. I'm here to help awaken. I'm here to help move forward and lead through the new earth. So it's extremely exciting for me. I look back at a version of myself, it doesn't even seem all that long ago, but to think of where that person was and who I am now, it's leaps and bounds. Now, I've learned that a lot of people's spiritual growth happens over, sometimes 5 to 10 years, and I've accomplished so much in 1 year. So that in itself is quite surprising, exhilarating, and just more hits home on just exactly where I am where I'm supposed to be, when I'm supposed to be it, because I'm supposed to be this now. So on top of that, my clairs have started opening up. Now, obviously, we've all got them. Now, whether we can tune to them or understand them and can embrace and increase them is another story. It's not something that I really understood until recently. So when I first had my awakening, the first clairsentience, I think it is, the feeling one, that was the first thing that hit for me. I've explained it in other videos, but I remember a day at the football where everyone's energy just became so overwhelming. So I became conscious of it. Now, whether it had been something that I'd had the whole time, maybe, and just wasn't aware of it, it seemed increased at the time, but now it's a whole nother level. So now I've got to the point where I've actually been able to directly dial into people's energies and feel what's going on. And I've tested it out with a couple of conversations with some dear friends over time of late, and I've just known. I've just been able to dial in. I've known what they're feeling, and I've reached out and I've conveyed that, and it just hit the nail on the head. So it was nice to get that clarification back to me of what I knew. So that was exciting in itself. My visions and dreams and meditations have also increased significantly. I've been journaling a lot of my dreams and deciphering messages and things. I think I may have mentioned in my last video about the bus that I'm living in now, it being a dream that I had in the 24th of June last year. And then I got the bus in, like, I don't know, November or something, or nearabouts, maybe even December last year. But just stumbling across that. So, it's obviously been happening, but now it's ramping up. So making heads and tails of my new visions, it's been quite fun. Don't have all the answers yet, all the pieces are still coming through, but that's certainly increasing as well. As far as the hearing, I've had a couple of moments where I've been woken up with my name. Yeah, almost like yelling out my name, and I've like woken up, and I sort of didn't think too much of it at the time, but it was kind of just, I look back now and go, okay, that is my clairaudience coming through in quite a loud way. Now, I had a lovely conversation with a friend out here on the block one night, and we were talking, and we were just discussing past experiences and partners and things like that. Anyway, we got to a stage where she'd been pretty much given me she'd given me a situation, how she was feeling about things, and I'd sort of given my perspective. Then all of a sudden she was asking questions, and I had this little voice in the back of my head giving me the answers. And that was new it to me, in the fact that I recognized it separate and where it was, and then I started speaking it. Now, it provided great insight to this person, and she walked away feeling quite good about it. So it was just another really cool experience for me, knowing that I can channel, and I mean, we all can, but it's knowing when it's happening, and the realization of that, I guess, is probably the exciting part for me. And I know I'll be doing a lot more of that moving forward. But yeah, so been super exciting. I have pretty much kept myself distance from most people, minus a couple, while I go through all these upgrades. Obviously, my sleep patterns are all over the shop at the moment. So, from lots of waking up between 2 and 3 a.m. again, which happened in the first, like the beginning, my first awakening, I guess you would call it. So I knew that I just had to be awake when I had to be awake, and I had to get the messages when I get the messages, and then sleep when I feel tired, and rest, and then meditate in between, and sort of put it all together. So it's been fun, it's been exciting, but what I've realized now is that I've achieved, that I have jumped into my highest timeline. Now, when you do that, it's funny. Like you hear about it, and you think that you kind of wake up. You wake up the next day and everything's changed around you, but it's not quite how it works. I've changed in me and how I perceive and how I feel. And then there's a bit of a lag period of when reality catches up with who you are. So that's where I'm at the moment. And I know exciting things are just around the corner. I'm got people, spiritual connections, soulmates and the like, and soul tribe coming to me. I know that I'm about to receive an offer in regards to my purpose and my new career. And I'm just in the exciting period of waiting, for not even waiting, allowing. I already know it's there. It's just allowing it to catch up with my perception, or in this reality that I'm now in. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. It's been awesome, just awesome, and I had to get it out. So I think that was pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much everything I had to speak about today. But thank you for listening. I love you all, and wishing you all the love and light and the highest of frequencies. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.